Well, I'm Elle, from this adorable little country in Europe. Fun fact, my life was mapped out before I even took my first breath. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for my very own fairy tale tea. So here's the deal. On the day my mom was about to give birth, she had this wild dream that her daughter, aka me, was destined to become a queen. The very next day, she woke up, went into labor, and boom, there I was. The moment I let out my first cry, she looked at me and said, "Queen never cries." I zipped it. Even the doctors were in awe. Little did they know her words were total prophecy. From then on, my mom got laser focused on making me royal ready. Crowns, scepters, and endless lectures. But me? I was more about running around outside. One day I met this badass martial arts master who decided to train me. She taught me some ancient moves, and soon enough I could yeet anyone who messed with me. That's probably why I love exploring. There's always something cool to learn. One morning, just as I was about to sneak out for training, Mom caught me. Ow, ow, ow! Turns out we had an invite to afternoon tea with the Queen. With one single glance, the Queen picked me to be Prince William's fiancé. My mom was practically doing cartwheels. Mom, what's a fiancé? Can I eat it? Sweetie, it means you're going to marry the prince and become a princess. I mean, any kid would probably lose their mind over this. But marry Frog Boy William? It's a hard no from me. Of course, I didn't get a say. Mom packed me off to the palace to learn royal etiquette, and let me tell you, it was mid at best. Why? William was constantly up in my space.
I aced royal etiquette. What about you? Oh, a B? Guess you bowed at the wrong angle. It's supposed to be 45 degrees, not whatever that hunchback turtle pose that was.
Ugh, he was insufferable. But I had plans to serve him humble pie in self-defense class.
I'll go easy on you, since you're a girl.
Oh, it's a nay for me. If I win, you're giving up your title.
I got into a defensive stance as William charged at me. I dodged every attack with ease, then smacked him on the head with my bare hand. He immediately burst into tears, bawling like a baby.
How dare you! Guards! She hit the prince!
The guards rushed in, but I wasn't about to back down. I went full ninja mode, taking them all out. William kept bawling.
Oh, that is so unfair!
Unfair? Wanna try me again?
That shut him up real quick.
Bruh, you got owned by a girl! That's next level embarrassing!
Oh yeah? Wanna find out what that feels like yourself?
He bolted. That was Jasper, William's cousin. He was always looking for ways to humiliate William, probably out of jealousy since William was destined to be king someday. Honestly though, I kind of felt bad for Will. So I went over and kissed his boo-boo.
See? My mom says this helps.
That's not even a thing!
After that, William totally changed. He still stuck to me like glue, but now it was to bring me gifts and help me sneak out of the castle for adventures. I even dragged him to a flower field once where he carefully wove a ring of wildflowers and gave it to me.
When we grow up, I'm gonna marry you.
Then he kissed me on the cheek. Little me was totally swooning. Life in the palace didn't suck as much with him around. What started as puppy love turned into something real, but then disaster struck. The Queen passed away. William was a wreck, and I did my best to be there for him. On coronation day, he put on the royal robe. But he was too young to handle the kingdom, and the court wasn't exactly rooting for him. Then there was Jasper, always scheming and ready to snatch the throne. Jasper put guards on William 24/7 and kept me under surveillance too. No more sneaking out for me. But I knew William needed me now more than ever. I went to check on him. No answer. My gut said something was off, so I busted the door open. And there he was, being dragged away by a man. I lunged at him and got him to drop Will. Will screamed for the guards and the guy bolted. But not before I sank my teeth into his arm. He screamed, but as he made a run for it, my head collided with the chandelier. Everything went dark and I passed out. When I came to, I had no clue where I was.
Miss, are you okay?
Startled, I headbutted him without thinking. Who are you? And why the heck are you trying to kidnap the king? Also, where even is this place? Before I could blink, I felt the ultimate double attack. Both my ears were getting yanked. Ah! Don't you dare hurt our dad!
Mira! May! Let her go!
The two girls reluctantly let me be.
Listen, we don't want trouble, okay?
Yeah, right. You don't want trouble, but you kidnapped the king?
I know it sounds extreme, but we had no choice. I'm the chief of a poor village far from the capital. Ever since the king took the throne, our resources have been cut and we've been left starving. I tried to get an audience with him, But that one royal official wouldn't even let me in.
Cut resources? That doesn't make sense. William would never let that happen. He only wants the best for his people.
Then why not see for yourself? We need to make him witness it firsthand.
I was skeptical, but figured he could be telling the truth. All right, take me to your village. I'm William's fiance, and if what you're saying checks out, I'll report it to him myself.
If you insist, then follow us.
Big mistake. The man made me walk miles. My shoes were practically disintegrating. Ever heard of a taxi? No? Cool. But that wasn't even the worst part. I had to hike up mountains, wade through rivers, and survive a literal snowstorm just to get there. When we finally arrived, I was floored. The village was breathtaking. Lush greenery, fresh air, it was vibes. The villagers ran out to greet the chief and his daughters. They looked so hopeful, expecting to see the king. Instead, they got me. Hey, I'm hopeful too, okay?
Great, then help us out.
Wait, what? What better way to understand our life than to live it yourself? Were they trolling me? First, no running water because the palace cut the supply to save resources? Nonsense! So I had to walk miles to fetch water from a lake. Then I worked in the fields with zero equipment because they didn't have enough fuel for machinery. My hands were blistered. And cooking? Had to start a fire from scratch. By the time I was done, I was sore everywhere. Finally, I thought I'd earned some rest. I sank into a warm bath, feeling all when the lights started flickering like a horror movie. Then poof, out they went. What the fudge? What do I do now? Suddenly, a dim light appeared and a creepy face came into view. I screamed like I'd never screamed before. Chill, it's just me. The power's out and Dad sent me to bring you a lantern. Jeez Louise, talk about a jump scare. I joined the villagers around a campfire where the chief shared some fairy tales. Honestly, the vibe was cozy and way more wholesome than I'd expected. I can't believe how much you guys have to go without, but you're so resourceful, it's inspiring.
Well, we do our best.
But it's not enough. If this keeps up, we won't survive much longer. That's serious. I need to get back to William and tell him right away. Just then, the fire was snuffed out and a squad of guards stormed in, looking big mad.
Time to pay your tribute to the palace.
What a tribute? William would never order something like that.
We have nothing left! You've already taken everything!
Still talking back? No money? Then take a beating!
They started cornering the villagers, but I wasn't having it. Back off! How dare you treat innocent people like this?
And who do you think you are, little girl?
I punched the captain so hard he saw stars. Then the others rushed at me. Fine by me. I flipped, kicked, and unleashed every move my master taught me, taking them down one by one. For the finale, I landed a high kick that knocked the last guy flat. So, do you get who I am now?
These moves. You're the king's fiancé and martial arts master? Retreat!
The villagers erupted into cheers, thanking me for saving them. But the next morning, things escalated fast. A line of shiny cars pulled up, and out stepped William. I ran to hug him, but his face turned cold when he saw the chief. Wait, Will, you've got it all wrong! Let me explain! I told him everything. He reluctantly called off the arrest, but still looked furious.
Elle, the guards reported last night that these people attacked them. I can't let you stay here anymore.
He dragged me into the carriage without another word and took me straight back to the palace. I tried explaining, but he wouldn't listen. He thought I'd been brainwashed. Fine! If you won't do anything, I'll handle it myself. That night, I snuck into the royal food storage, loaded up a truck, and was about to drive off. But just as I reached the gate, the guards swarmed me. Before I knew it, they had me in cuffs.
Well, if it isn't the king's beloved fiancé, what could have gone so wrong that you had to steal food? Such a shame that a pretty face like yours is heading to jail. Who said she's going to jail?
He shoved Jasper aside and freed me.
It was I who ordered her to deliver food to the poor. Got a problem with that?
Of course not, Your Majesty.
William personally escorted me to the village. When we arrived, the villagers' joy at seeing the supplies hit him hard. For the first time, he started to believe their struggles were real. I showed him around and explained just how dire things were. But of course, Jasper couldn't leave us alone. He rolled in with a squad of soldiers ordering the village chief's arrest for kidnapping the king and his fiancée.
There's no proof! Who gave you the authority to arrest anyone?
Your Majesty, I checked the security footage.
It clearly shows the chief as the culprit.
The guards tightened the ropes around the chief, ignoring his protests. Mira and May tried to intervene, but to no use. The chaos was overwhelming. Finally, I yelled, "Stop! I can vouch for him! He has a good reason! Listen to what he has to say! Jasper hesitated, then gave a reluctant nod.
It was him who blocked me from meeting the king! He's the one who's been sending soldiers to extort money and resources from us!
Lies! Stop making things up!
Ask the villagers, they'll tell you the truth!
The villagers stepped up, all shouting their agreement.
What are you waiting for? Arrest this traitor!
But no one moved. Jasper let out a chilling laugh.
These men follow me now. You think you still hold the power, your majesty? Your throne is crumbling beneath you. Guards, seize them all.
I pushed William out of harm's way and leapt into the fray. Every move my master had taught me came flooding back as I fought off soldier after soldier. But there were too many. Just as I was cornered, William and the chief rallied the villagers. With torches, pitchforks, and sheer determination, they fought back, overwhelming the soldiers and pinning Jasper down.
You peasants can't do this to me! You thought you could outsmart me? Jasper, my authority isn't something you can toy with.
Well, let's just say he's looking at a very long stay in the dungeon. Once William restored his power, resources flowed back into the village. The people were happy, fed, and safe. And to top it off, everyone was invited to our wedding. Finally, the big day arrived. I was about to marry the love of my life and become queen. But as I stared at the crown, it suddenly felt unbearably heavy. I stepped outside for air and William came looking for me. Will, I'm sorry,
You don't want to marry me and become queen, do you?
Will, I love you. Truly I do. But I'm not sure this is the life I want right now. After everything, I've realized there's so much more out there I want to see and can learn. I can't just stay trapped in the palace. I need to explore this beautiful country and its people before I can return and truly be the queen they deserve.
I understand, and I don't want to be the reason you give up your dreams. I'll wait for you, as long as it takes.
Thank you. I kissed him, a kiss filled with love and longing, and walked away. I knew he was watching me go, but I also knew that when I returned, I'd be stronger, wiser, and ready to stand by his side. This is the adventure of my life, and I'm ready for it. George, please, come back soon, okay?
Absolutely, Adelaide. When I do, please wear this gorgeous dress for me, okay?
I haven't seen him since that day. Some say George lost his life on the battlefield. Others think he ran off to start a new life somewhere. Oh, that's so sad. Have you ever thought about looking for George again? Should we try? Maybe he's out there waiting for you. Hey everyone, I'm Valerie Elmer from New York, and Adelaide here is a dear friend of mine. An inspiration for a story that's as romantic as it is wild. Subscribe to MDA and come back for the story. Mom always said I had an eye for fashion, even when I was just a toddler. Oh, you don't like this one, huh? What about this one? Still not a fan, huh? Such a picky little lady. Will this one make the cut? That's my girl. Adelaide has been a close neighbor and a skilled seamstress, living alone just a few steps from my house. She owns loads of stunning outfits from the past, each believed to hold its own story. My passion for fashion grew from there. Growing up, I dreamed of studying fashion design at NYU. I formed a group of vintage fashion enthusiasts, and thus, the project Old Fashioned, Old Story was born.
So we're collecting outfits from the 70s and tying stories to them, right?
Exactly. The final presentation will be like a fashion show meets a romantic musical. What do you guys think? Sounds awesome!
I'm in.
See that cute guy? That's Bernie Miller, my crush, as you might have guessed. Bernie's sweet, but kinda clueless about the hints I drop. Like when I brought him soup when he was sick, or the chocolates and boba tea invite on Valentine's. Forget it. Back to the fashion project. It's time for Adelaide's vintage outfits to shine. Oh yes, I'm a noble woman from Wales on Broadway to watch a play. VIP seats, anyone? Tonight, it's just me and these wild beats. Finally, I found the dress I loved most. Admiring myself in the mirror, I spotted the embroidery on the collar. Yours, George. Adelaide has been single all these years. So, who's George? I begged her to tell me the story of the dress. Turns out it was a gift from her first love before he left for war. A few days later, an accident happened. I was badly injured and lost part of my memory. All I have left is this dress and the letters George sent. It's been so long. I don't even know what's become of him. George's letters always reminisced about their time together, the places they went, the things they did. He remembered everything. Each letter ended with, "I'll wait for you on the first day of May under the oak tree until time takes me away." Must be their anniversary. Super romantic, right? Luckily, the upcoming weekend is the first day of May, so I insisted on helping Adelaide find her first love. The next day on my way to school, I kept thinking about it and I didn't notice a car speeding towards me and a large puddle right next to me. Only when Bernie stepped in front of me. His warmth and those deep blue eyes nearly made me swoon.
Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh no, your shirt's all wet.
As long as you're okay.
Bernie sure knows how to make a girl's heart melt. On our way to school together, I told Bernie about Adelaide's unfinished love story and my plan. And surprisingly, he offered to help.
Huh, you'll need a great assistant, Valerie. I've got some relatives who lived through that era. They might have useful info.
Isn't this the perfect chance to get closer to Bernie? I can't wait to say yes. That weekend, we set out to track down Adelaide's mysterious first love. It almost felt like a romantic date or something. The clues in the letters led us to Radio City Music Hall, where George and Adelaide first watched a musical together, and then to Channel Gardens bursting with blooming flowers. It was so gorgeous. I'm lost for words. Come on, Valerie, don't forget our real mission here. Besides the letters, Adelaide also vaguely remembered details about George. He had warm, deep brown hair and eyes as blue as the ocean. We spotted a few older guys who kind of matched Adelaide's description, but no luck in finding the right one.
This is tougher than we thought, huh? No worries, just chill. We'll figure it out. See that big open space over there? Wanna go roller skating for a bit?
But I've never skated before.
Everyone starts somewhere. I'll teach you. No worries.
The roller skates made me a bit nervous, but Bernie quickly steadied me with his sturdy arm and slowly helped me glide. Just when I was hoping for something magical to happen,
Kiss, 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 kiss.
just a little teasing and he's all embarrassed. Bernie, you lovable fool. After a fruitless search, we decided to wrap up at Rockefeller Center and moved on to the next spot, Coney Island. No way we could miss out on the Cyclone roller coaster. I was a bit nervous as the coaster climbed, but Bernie gently held my hand. Somehow I always felt safe when he's around. Everyone else seemed to disappear, leaving just him and me. And then I panicked when I realized I forgot to zip my bag! Adelaide's love letter started flying into the air. Oh no!
No, Valerie, it's dangerous!
All I could do was watch the letters until the ride stopped. This is a disaster. They must have flown all over the huge park. What will I tell Adelaide if I lost any of her letters? Bernie bought me a Nathan's hot dog and told me lots of funny stories as we strolled along the boardwalk to lift my spirits. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Feeling better?
Yeah, thanks. It's just, the day's almost over. We've been to nearly all the places in the letters, but still no sign of George. When two people lose each other, it's so hard to get another chance. I feel so bad for Adelaide.
Valerie,
Look! I barely saw a paper buried under some sand. It was one of our letters. Can't believe it blew all the way out here. It talked about an old cafe under an ancient oak tree where George and Adelaide shared their first kiss and their last date before he went to war. The ancient oak tree. Could that be where George mentioned in his postscript? I think I know this cafe. It's really close to my house. With no time to lose, Bernie and I rushed to the cafe. When we arrived, I immediately noticed an elderly man reading under the tree. His name was George, and he had been a soldier in the 70s. Bingo! So, do you remember a woman named Adelaide?
Oh, Adelaide. Is she well? Of course I remember her.
We did it! Bernie and I quickly persuaded George to come with us to meet Adelaide. While Bernie was talking to George, I quickly helped Adelaide get ready. The moment the door opened and they saw each other, I was overwhelmed with joy. Now Adelaide wouldn't have to be alone anymore. Bernie and I decided to give them some space. Oh, Bernie, back at the beach, what were you going to say to me? The air suddenly filled with silence. I looked at Bernie for a long time, silently urging him, say it, just say it. But then...
I just wanted to thank you.
What?
Well, for a fun trip like this. Thanks a lot, Valerie.
I was quickly overtaken by disappointment. Was confessing really that hard? Just then, the door opened and Adelaide saw George off. What? Wrong person? But he said he knew your name. Perhaps that was another acquaintance. Besides, the George you're looking for is George Miller, while he is George Hansen.
George Miller, huh?
Valerie, my dear, I know you wanted to help, but maybe we should accept and let go. All I need is to keep these beautiful memories. I could see the disappointment welling up in her sad eyes. I felt so bad for Adelaide, but she was right. Perhaps in this life they had already missed each other. Feeling the worst, I decided to say bye to Bernie and take a walk alone. I headed back to the cafe just as it started to drizzle. Suddenly, something shiny tucked behind a pot on the table caught my eye. It was a ring? Inside, it was engraved with yours, Adelaide. I suddenly woke up as if electricity passed through my body.
Oh, the guy who was sitting here? He just left.
I immediately dashed around looking everywhere. I was so rushed I didn't notice I'd run right out to the curb. The sound of a motor roaring towards me and the glare of the headlights blinded me. But a hand grabbed me just in time and both of us tumbled onto the sidewalk.
Valerie, that was so dangerous. What are you doing?
Bernie, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just taking my grandpa home. Gosh, you got scraped up. What's got you running like that?
You wouldn't believe what I found. Oh, where did it go? A man had picked up the ring.
At last, it returns to me.
Excuse me, are you George Miller?
Valerie, this is my grandpa Bill. Grandpa, this is my classmate, Valerie. Hello, Valerie. How do you know my real name?
Bernie then told me about his grandpa. He was a soldier, and after coming back from war, he followed his family's wishes, married Bernie's grandma, and changed his name to Bill Miller. The marriage wasn't happy, so they divorced when Bernie's mom was young. George lived alone ever since, and no one knows he has always held on to someone in his heart. Bernie and I planned the final showcase for the old-fashioned old story project. I would invite Adelaide, and Bernie would bring his grandpa to create a real reunion moment. According to the plan, I was supposed to wear the dress George had given Adelaide for their final scene. Instead, I handed it to its rightful owner. Waiting for Bernie's cue from below the stage. What are you planning, Valerie? Don't worry, Adelaide. You look gorgeous. Shall we go out? The spotlight shone on Adelaide. At the same time, George in his old military uniform stepped onto the stage. The scene rewound to the 70s when nothing, not even war or the ravages of time, could separate their love.
Hello, Adelaide. You're as beautiful as ever.
Welcome back, George. The loving look they shared made me truly say for the first time, love is beautiful. If only... It was a bit late, but luckily they didn't miss each other forever, huh?
Right. I've been thinking about that, and I don't want us to miss our chance, now or ever. I like you, Valerie. Will you be my girlfriend?
I was so embarrassed, but heck, I just kissed him. What was there to lose anyway? I called out for help, but no one could hear me. I was so far from the yacht that no one had even noticed I was missing. Everyone was still laughing and having fun, but the sound of the waves overwhelmed the music. I struggled to stay afloat, my breaths becoming shorter and shallower. As my body grew even weaker, my mind began to drift. I thought back to my privileged life, designer clothes and fancy cars. I wondered if it was all worth it, if all the status and wealth in the world could save me now. Save me! Please! Who said that no one in the world is perfect? So did they forget to count me in? Because I'm Madison, the daughter of a wealthy man who owned 3 successful businesses, and we lived in a luxurious mansion overlooking the city. Yeah, you heard that right. In that way, I became the most popular in school with designer clothes, expensive cars, and perfect grades. Which color dress would you like to wear to the party tonight?
We have Porsche, Lamborghini, and Mercedes. Which would you like to choose?
Oh, Madison, we are honored to have an excellent student like you. That's not all. There's one more great thing I want to show you. This is Kristen, my bestie. She is beautiful, gentle, and very kind. Our parents are close, and so are we. Many people even think we are twins because we often wear the same clothes or bags. I really appreciate this connection between us.
Madison, as long as you accept me to be my lover,
Nope.
I can give you everything.
Nah.
Madison, I can put your name on the map.
Nope. But wait, are you Jack? Kristen's ex?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right?
You don't deserve her, and I'm way out of your league, obvi. Falling in love with best friend's ex? Ew! Disgusting! I won't let anything ruin our friendship. One day, my father announced that he had recently purchased a luxury yacht and decided to host an extravagant party to celebrate the occasion.
I will invite all my business associates and their family. You can invite your friends too.
Yahoo! Party! Needless to say, I spent weeks planning my outfit, picking out the perfect jewelry, and choosing the right makeup. When that day came, I arrived on the yacht wearing a beautiful flowing Dior dress and sparkling jewelry. The moment I stepped onto the yacht, I was greeted by flashes of cameras from the paparazzi who were allowed to board the yacht to cover the event.
Wow, you look gorgeous.
After returning them with a smile, I glanced around and saw a bevy of familiar faces and new acquaintances. Of course, I was the life of the party, getting all of the attention from the boys. As the night went on, I began to notice something was off. Kristen has yet to show up. As I was walking around looking for her, I saw Jack. Dad! That boy Jack? Why is he here?
Oh, he's my friend's son.
So that's it. Jack came from a wealthy family. No wonder Kristen was so infatuated with him. In the middle of the party, I approached and chatted with a group of boys on the yacht's upper deck, including Jack.
You look like Rose on the Titanic. All of a sudden, we have Jack here.
Everyone was bursting into laughter. Suddenly, I felt a push from behind, then I fell into the cold, black water below. I gasped for air and tried to regain footing, but the waves were too strong. I struggled to stay afloat as the current swept me away. Help! Dad! Help me! I screamed and tried to signal for help, but all I heard was the noise from above the yacht. My ears were ringing. Would they realize I was missing? My arms began weaker, and I slid beneath the waves. I felt my body light up. Where am I?
We're so sorry for your loss.
Wait, what? I saw my parents crying. Were they in the hospital? Who's that? I found myself lying on a white bed, completely unconscious. Was I really dead? Hello? Everyone, I'm here! Dad? Mom? I still have a lot of unfinished things. It couldn't be true! No! I woke up and found my body exhausted and my memory hazy. Could it be that Jack pushed me by accident? I looked around and realized I was lying on an unfamiliar beach. In front of me was a young man who seemed to have just saved me from death.
Ah, you still alive?
Where am I?
I don't know.
What?
What is what? That's how you say thank you to the person who saved you? Here, take it. Lucky for you, I always carry food with me on short voyages.
I hesitated. Should I trust him? But I was so hungry and helpless. I then devoured the food and drink that guy gave me. Turns out his name was Alex, a few years older than me. He was tanned and muscular, with a bright smile on his face. He said that he lived in a small village nearby. When he was rowing to explore new islands, he happened to see me lying unconscious on the beach.
You come from a rich family, right? I could tell by your dress.
That's right. My father is blah blah. Can you hand me your phone? I need to contact my dad. Don't worry, I will repay you handsomely.
I can't.
What? Why?
I don't have that thing.
At first, I thought I had gone back to the primeval time. But after listening to Alex talk about his community, I understood everything. He grew up in a small town where everyone lived with a love of the sea and a simple lifestyle. sun began to dip towards the horizon, Alex suddenly jumped to his feet.
Oh my gosh, I should have noticed the time.
I have to go home. But how?
I'll take you back to town tomorrow. There will be someone there who can help you. But I'm afraid we have to spend the night on this island tonight. The sea is extremely dangerous, especially at night.
His statement left me gasping. Spending the night in such a desolate place made me feel anxious.
We need to set up a campfire.
I looked at my expensive dress and looked at Alex. He was also looking at me.
Fire will help us avoid wild beasts.
Wild beasts?
Yeah. There could be tigers, bears, or any wild animal in the forest. Who knows?
Without waiting for Alex to say another word, I immediately tore the hem of my dress and got ready to do anything. But that was not as simple as I thought. Ah! I'm sorry!
That's okay.
We gathered wood and kindling and soon had a roaring fire crackling between us. I thought I was going to starve here. So I took the last bread Alex had given me since morning, but when I was about to take a big bite, oh my gosh! That incident made Alex burst out laughing. As the night gradually fell, we sat together and watched the flames flicker and dance. I thought about my previous life. Everything had been so controlled, so planned out, but here on the beach with Alex, I felt free. You know what? I always have to show myself as an outstanding person.
Uh-huh. You must be feeling very tired.
By the time the stars began to twinkle above us, I felt like I had made a true friend. I knew that me and Alex came from vastly different worlds, but at that moment, I didn't care. All I knew was that I found someone who I could trust, someone who made me feel like I didn't have to put up any walls or facades. As I drifted off to sleep that night, with the sound of waves lapping against the shore and the scent of salt in the air, I knew I had experienced something special. The next morning, the bright sunlight and the sound of the waves woke me up. No one was around. Was I having another dream about a guy named Alex?
Hey, come here. Look what I found.
Hearing his voice, I smiled and rushed to him.
What? Why are you smiling like that? Is there a starfish on my face?
No. I had a sweet dream last night.
This must be yours, Kristen. I found it when you were lying on the beach yesterday.
Alex said and handed me a necklace. But my name wasn't Kristen. The name made me dumbfounded as the memory was restarted. Everything rushed back like a slow-motion movie, very clear. I thought it was Jack, but it wasn't him. That night, when I felt myself being pushed forward before falling into the sea, I turned around and tried to grab onto whoever was behind me. This necklace belonged to the person who did this to me. Was it really Kristen? But why did she do that to me? In my shock, I stammered to Alex. I need to get back now. I have something to do.
Get on the boat. I'll take you back to my town first.
Before we climbed into the boat, I heard a helicopter fly overhead.
Madison! Is that you?
When the helicopter landed, my father jumped down to grab Alex.
Who are you? What have you done to my daughter?
Take it easy, Dad. He's Alex. He saved me.
Really?
After receiving my confirmation, he calmed down and thanked Alex. We offered to invite Alex to the mainland, but he refused. So we parted even though many things were left unsaid. But I had a thing to do. Kristen had to pay for what she had done. When I returned, I immediately went to the school to face Kristen. Oh, Madison! Thank God you are still alive! I'm so worried about you! It was you who pushed me into the sea that night. You talk nonsense! We're friends, aren't we? Yes, we used to be. By the way, where's the necklace with your name on it, which I gave you? I must have dropped it somewhere? No, it's right here. I accidentally snatched it the moment you pushed me that night. You slander me! I will sue you for slander! Kristen was about to rush in to steal the evidence from my hand. But it wasn't that easy.
Enough, Kristen. You need to take responsibility for your wrongdoing.
The case lasted 2 weeks, and Kristen finally had to pay the price for her actions. Turns out, she's always been secretly jealous of me for everything, while I thought it was a close friendship. My life was back to normal with expensive clothes and luxury cars, but I always feel like something was off. Madam, about this dress. I looked up and saw the maid holding the tattered dress I wore that fateful night. I already know what I'm feeling. I miss Alex. I grabbed my phone and ran out of the mansion. I had to find him, who gave me so many emotions. As soon as I walked out the door, my phone suddenly rang. A call from an unknown number. Madison, who's that?
Hi. This little device is really useful, but I still want to talk to you in person.